Matthew, you there?
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Loud and clear. What's happening, man?
Not much, man. Just living and learning and trading. That's about it, man.
That's it. That's it. So talk to us, man. Talk to us and share your journey with everyone.
Well, I came across NADEX, I think it was last year, late October, early November, somewhere around there. I've never traded anything in my life. I knew about the markets, never really looked into it. Always thought that you had to have a ton of money to actually get started in it, or risk a ton of money to get started in it, which I hate losing, so that just wasn't an option for me. But when I found NADEX, I told myself I'm going to figure out how to do this. So I opened up that demo account, and without any training, I just went in and was throwing a bunch of shit at the wall, trying to figure out what I was doing. And then I came across, I looked up and I on YouTube, I saw some videos of you on YouTube. And then I was watching I don't know if you were in a Starbucks, or I think you were in a Starbucks, and you were sipping on a latte, and you was like, oh, that's so good. That's just delicious. And then took the trade like as you were sipping the latte, and I was like, damn, like this dude. He really knows what the hell he's doing. He's just like chilling in Starbucks, like just sipping on latte, looking around, looking at the people or whatever. And he's like, yep, chicken dinner, winner, chicken dinner. Pull up what you won and all that. And I was like, so I was watching. I went back and watched all the videos that you had posted before then. And then each day I was waiting for the new one to come out. Mm-hmm. And that's how, by watching those videos, you weren't saying what you were doing in them, but I was paying attention to what you were doing, and I started picking up on it. So I would emulate what I thought you were doing in demo, and I was winning. And I built my demo account back up above what the 25,000 that they give you to start off with, based off of just that. So I gave myself a date, January 10th. I was going to go live. That was the date. And I would practice and practice and practice. I'd go home. I'd be at work practicing. I was in car sales at the time. And I actually worked with a couple guys that had signed up for training, Jason and Jamin. Two of the guys that I used to work with, they're signed up. But I would go home. I'd be at work on my laptop, sitting in the corner waiting on appointments for customers or whatever. And I'd just be studying and trading and studying and trading. Listen to a video, then I'd emulate what I saw. Listen to a video, I'd emulate what I saw. But then I signed up for the training roughly about 2 weeks after I went live. But before that, before I signed up for training, I was winning trades. I had won based off of what I saw you doing, right, without knowing what your parameters were. So now I signed up for the training and then found out the parameters, and from there things really took off. Because I would give myself tests. Like I start off before you were doing this, I was doing it like a month before you were doing it, not telling anybody that I was doing it. I would start off each day with $100, and then I'd trade like 2 or 3 times that day to see how I could actually make that work. And then I take that profit out, and I start the next day with $100. I did that for about 3 or 4 weeks, just to see how I could actually do it. And because when you just have $100 in your account, you have to be precise.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't lose. You have to be precise, and you have to be patient, and you have to know that when you take that trade, you pull that trigger, that's the one. Yep. So I did that for about 3 or 4 weeks, and long story short, from there, watching the videos, like I never come on to the live training. I'm always just watching videos. I got a 2-year-old son. He's he's a busy boy. But I was working at the time 50 to 60 hours a week. So by the time I got home, training was damn near done. Then I'm trying to spend time with him, so it just didn't work out for that. But since then, this is all I do. I just trade. So I left the job I was working. I mean, I was making good money. I replaced that money while I was working there. I learned to replace what I was making there and double that before I decided that it was time for me to go. So I can consistently I broke it down by the day of what I was making there, and then I doubled that. So I consistently got to that point of doubling that, and now I'm here. So I watch videos every day. I've probably watched video number 55 50, 60 times already. And I go back to that one. That's my go back to, like, when I feel like if I take a couple trades in a day, and during the time that I'm in the trade, if the trade back ticks a couple times, even though it didn't get me, I still go back and let me reboot what I was doing, and I'll listen to that video again.
Right. Just
because something's off if they're back ticking on me.
Yes. Woo.
So I do that. And then, every morning I wake up, I listen to the video from the night before. And sometimes I'm listening to videos while I'm actually trading, looking at the charts. I trade the Aussie dollar, but I see what's going on in the group chat. I don't say too much just because it doesn't pertain to me. But, I'm paying attention to what's going on. If somebody has a question, I answer every now and then if I'm there when it pops up. But the training for me, like I said, I've never had anything to do with the markets before this. And then I got started and started winning based off of YouTube videos that I saw you doing. And then from there, the training took me to the point where this is all I do. So Jesus. I have time to do what I need to do. Got rid of a 50 to 60 hours a week work, and then I can just do a couple trades a day and go and do what I need to do.
Oh my goodness.
So
man, you just gave me serious goosebumps just telling your story, man. That's amazing. That is amazing. Like, and just to bring to light some of the points that you were reiterating, the fact that you were at work on your job, and that is where you actually developed the skill that you needed for when it came time to leave the job. Which I know, I've made mention of that many times because that's what I did. Like, when I was working, I didn't just up and quit and leave my job. I was making sure that my earnings, exactly what you said, double what I was earning from the job. That's what I know I'm in position to earn from trading. Then I knew it was time. Yep. And that's basically what you just said that you did. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, because like when I started out, I was taking 3, 4, 5 trades a day. Like,
right.
That's what I was doing. I remember telling you the first time, I took 4 trades a day. You're like, I don't know about that. I'm like, well, but I want them all. I'm thinking to myself, I want them all. Right. But then I started thinking about, well, okay, if I just scale up instead of taking more trades, I'm getting the same out of it, and I'm doing less.
Yes.
So that's what I started doing, and I'll take 2 trades. Sometimes just 1. Sometimes I don't get any, but I'm cool with that too. But when they come in abundance, and they take care of what I needed to take care of. Because I was replaced. If people break it down to like a, I don't know, you don't need to talk money on these, but if you break it down by the day or by the trade or how long it takes you to get a single trade, if it takes you 20 minutes of watching the market to get one trade and you trade one contract and you get a profit of $15 out of that, you just walked by and saw $15 on the floor. That's basically what you did, and you just went for a 20-minute walk to do it.
Right.
So if you can walk around for 20 minutes, pick up $15 here, $15 there, by the end of the week or the end of the day, you got a pocket full of money. And you're not even thinking about, well, how much I actually did it. You just know, oh, well, I found some over here. I found some over here. I found some over here. It adds up.
Adds
it's
up,
like
man.
putting quarters in a piggy bank every single day. And then at the end of the year, you're looking at you got a boatload of money.
Yes. Yes.
So it adds up quick. I mean, I didn't think it would be this. I thought it would be good. I didn't think it would be this. So, I mean, to the people that are getting in now, like when I first started training, it was a little bit different. Right now, it's if you come in, it's the most straightforward that it's been, where you can pick up and learn it if you actually do what's there, and the two I call them two P's: your patience and parameters. Those two things will set you free from whatever it is that you need to do. Your patience and the parameters. So if you get those two things and you follow those two things, no matter what, even if you get your market study wrong, even if you get that wrong, the parameters will set you straight. So if you get those two things, you're patient and you're not trying to force yourself into something, and you stick to it, you'll be fine and you'll keep winning. And before you know it, it'll be a month, 2 months, or 3 months before you lost. And if you do lose, it's not a big deal. It'll be like, whatever, man. I know I can't win them all. You just shake it off and you keep it moving. But when you get going and you look back and you see the progress, it's a blessing. And what you keep doing, I'm thankful every day. Because all I knew when I found NADEX was that I was going to figure it out. I didn't know how I was going to figure it out.
Right.
I just knew that, well, I could figure this out. And then from there, finding your videos and getting in training, it took off from there. So the people that are here, you're in a good spot. You're in a great spot. You just have to do what's being laid down for you. You don't have to reinvent anything. You just keep going.